Namaste. Knowing the Devanagari script means not only reading and writing on a piece of paper, but these days it also means knowing how to type it in an electronic document. There are many of us who can read very fluently and even write fluently on a whiteboard or a piece of paper, but we don't know how to type it on a computer, on a phone. I would argue that the ability to use a computer and type in Sanskrit words, sentences is as important as knowing how to write it on a sheet of paper. These days, with the increasing use of technology and with us using computers and phones more often, when we have that, it's important for us to express ourselves in Sanskrit as well as we become more and more familiar and skilled in the language. Here's a brief step-by-step tutorial on how to type the Devanagari script on a computer. I would like all of us to practice it. It's a great way to learn the language as well. So I'm going to show you how to set up your Google account such that you can type in Devanagari script in all Google applications, Google Gmail, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Slides, any other Google app that you might use. Okay, let's get started and let's use a computer to set it up because that's the easiest way to do it. So the first step is to launch your web browser, and I have Google Chrome open here, and then type in my account .google.com/input tools. So this is the list of input tools, which is mainly keyboard for us, and you will see the default setting for English. So once you see the screen, click on add language and type Sanskrit. So once you start typing SAN, you will see Samskrita Bhasha, Sanskrit. Select that and then click on save. So now you have Sanskrit, and here there are three options available for keyboard. I would highly recommend that we choose the third keyboard layout, which is Sanskritam phonetic. This keyboard is the easiest to use. It's because it's very intuitive and perfect for beginners. We will see in a minute. You are set up to use the Sanskrit keyboard, and more specifically the phonetic Sanskritam keyboard. Okay, now let's open up another tab and type in docs.google.com and open a new document. And here we will see a small keyboard icon on the top right where it says input tools. Click on that, and since we have only English and Sanskrit chosen, when you just click on the keyboard, immediately Sanskritam opens up. So either you turn it on or turn it off. When you turn it off, when you type, you will see you are typing in English. Okay. When you click on it, now you have another small keyboard here open. If you have a small display, you can minimize this if you want, makes no difference. So now I will type aham, A-H-A-M. Okay, that's how I type in aham in English. I did exactly the same thing, and here are the alphabets. A, okay, which is A, which is A, rasam. I just typed in R-A-S-A-M and I see rasam here. Then Rama, R-A-M-A-A, Rama, and I see Rama in Sanskrit. The phonetic Sanskrit keyboard layout in my mind is the easiest to use because it's very intuitive. You just type as though you're typing in English. There are certain characters that would take a little bit of training, but again, if it is intuitive once you start practicing. So we'll just type in one more, mama M-A-M-A, Nama, N-A-A-M-A, exactly, again, very intuitive, Narayana. Okay. Um, so for the last Visargam, I typed in capital H. Okay. And it does sound like ha. Okay, so it might take you a while to type in Sanskrit as fluently and as quickly and as accurately as in English, but you will get there. So rather than me explaining the intricacies of how to type each and every character, the best way to learn this is just by doing it. Okay. So I would suggest several exercises. Just type in whatever sentences you know in Sanskrit, or take some Sanskrit simple document, or and then see if you can reproduce the same without copying and pasting. Okay. So these are things that you can do to quickly learn how to type in Sanskrit. Okay. Thank you and happy typing.